up here, there's a soft spot right here. Just kind of be careful.
Will everyone please remain standing for our pledge to the flag? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
It is our privilege to invite you here as the guest of honor on this commencement. It is our request that you would bless this graduating class, but more than that, and of first importance, we desire that you would be here with us this afternoon. Among other things, you are the creator of the human mind, which you modeled in some fashion after your own great mind. Though we acknowledge that your thoughts are infinitely higher and more profound than ours, we glory in the notion that we may, in our own level, think of some of your thoughts after you in this place. Thank you for this precious gift of knowledge and discovery. I ask on behalf of those gathered here that you would indeed bless each of these graduates. Give them the grace to make a difference for the good wherever they may find themselves in the years ahead. For those who will pursue further education, grant not only the knowledge they will need in their chosen field, but also wisdom to apply that knowledge to life as it really is. For those who will be going directly into the workforce, give a sense of what is right and good and appropriate in the often confusing issues they will face. For those in the military service, may they draw courage and strength from you. May they serve our country and of all humanity with integrity and honor. For all of these graduates and the families of which they are part, we ask that you may make a significant contribution to the general welfare of society. May they especially be a blessing to those whose lives they personally touch. And now, may you be pleased with what is done here this afternoon. Thank you for your presence.
Welcome. Indeed, today is May 23rd, and this is commencement 2010, the number 136 graduating class in the great history of this school district. The first one occurring in 1874. Congratulations to you class members. It's a great day in the neighborhood. You're the greatest class ever today. This is your day. Congratulations to you parents, grandparents, brothers, sisters, family members. You've done well. I'd like to congratulate also our teachers, administration, support staff for all your fine work with these young adults. We do have special guests. Of course, up here on the dais is Dr. Mark Blatchford, who will be our commencement speaker and alumnus, Board of Education members, President Bob Estelle, Vice President Scott Deringer, Mr. Larry Walton, Mr. Richard Wolf. Also joining us today, over to my right, distinguished superintendent here, Mr. Don Lowe, who is with us today. We also have up here to my left, Board Treasurer Todd Puster, of course, Principal Jack Cunningham. Mr. Cunningham, to you and your staff, outstanding job again this year of getting this beautiful ceremony ready for us. Thank you. We also have up here Assistant Principal Jay Kiger. Now, to you senior class members, you have earned every credit. You have passed all of your Ohio graduation tests. This day is all about you. You have done your very best in the three key areas of our school district: academics, the arts, and athletics. You have distinguished yourselves in many ways, but academics do come first. Here are just a few of your academic honors. Parents, citizens, I hope you catch this. The accomplishments, just a few of this group. This group has earned over $60,000 to use toward post-secondary education through the East Liverpool Foundation Fund. This group has received, by earning, over $170,000 in scholarships from colleges and universities. This group, in participating in our early college program, has earned already 419 college credits. A savings, once you leave here, of over $80,000. You've already done that. For a grand total, this class, because of their academic excellence, they have already procured over $310,000 in academia for their futures. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Senior class 13 years ago, and this is the day everybody waits for. It's been 13 years here. 13 years ago, you came here this tall. Today, you leave knowledgeable. You leave all grown up. You are indeed young adults. So, where do you go from here? Where are you going? All the people want to know. One of you to the Army National Guard, one to the Army Reserve, two to the United States Air Force, and four to the United States Army. We thank you in advance for your contribution to our nation. "53 of you are attending four-year colleges and universities. 21 of you to technical schools of a two-year. Over 60 of you are going to jobs or to other ambitions. Class of 2010, you leave here today, you're going to go to faraway places. You're going to meet interesting new people, and you're going to experience brave new worlds in this true 21st century global economy. Wherever you go, whatever you do, if you believe it, you will achieve it. And we know you will succeed because you're Potters, and you always will be Potters. I wish for you the best of luck, each and every one of you. Thank you.
the road not taken. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth.
Then took the other as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it is grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same.
And both that morning equally lay, and leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back.
I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference.
Which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen.
During the senior assembly in 1994, I stood over here in the stairwell and I watched and I listened and I counted as a dynamic young man was called to the podium an incredible 17 times to receive recognition, awards, and scholarships. When I came to the podium to present the Merle Hall Award, I asked the audience for their kind indulgence to allow me to share with them a brief human interest story. Shortly after I was discharged from the Navy in 1956, I learned that a young married couple, friends of mine from high school, had a baby boy born with a serious heart defect. Now, at that period in time, any and all heart operations were still essentially experimental and life-threatening. Well, he underwent open heart surgery at the world-renowned Cleveland Clinic, followed by massive doses of medication and frequent periodic checkups. He thrived and grew to be a bright, handsome, personable young man who ultimately married, and they had a son. And I thought to myself, what a terrible double tragedy that would have been had that baby not survived that surgery. For his son would never have been called to the podium 17 times that day. Today, 16 years later, that son again comes to the podium, this time to be honored as our commencement speaker.
Good afternoon. My name is Matt English, and I'm graduating today as part of the East Liverpool High School class of 2010. It is now my honor to introduce our guest speaker for the ceremony, Dr. Mark A. Blatchford. Dr. Blatchford graduated valedictorian from East Liverpool High School's class of 1994. He went on to pursue his bachelor's degree in chemistry from Bowling Green State University, where he graduated summa cum laude in 1998. In 2003, he received his doctorate in analytical chemistry from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. Soon after receiving his PhD, he became a senior analytical chemist for Rhodes Technology in Coventry, Rhode Island. In 2005, he became senior scientist of oral and respiratory product development for the Shearing Plow Research Institute in Kenilworth, New Jersey. He recently accepted a new position at Novartis Pharmaceuticals, also in New Jersey. He has been the recipient of many honors and is well accomplished in both his educational and professional careers. He has been a member of the American Chemical Society since 1999 and has contributed to numerous publications in analytical chemistry. Now he will address the East Liverpool High School class of 2010. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Mark Blatchford.
Thank you very much, Mr. Wolf and Mr. English, for that very kind introduction. Superintendent Halbert, Principal Cunningham, members of the Board of Education, East Liverpool City School System faculty and staff, family and friends, and last, but certainly not least, members of the East Liverpool High School class of 2010. Congratulations, you made it. That's right. One of the greatest requests that the East Liverpool High School can make of one of her sons or daughters is to ask that he or she return to these time-honored halls of blue and white and to offer up a few words of wisdom and encouragement to her newest graduates. So I'm truly honored to stand here before you this afternoon. As I sat down at home this week to reflect on my own life experiences and on what I could possibly say to you, my mind drew a complete and total blank. Sort of like that feeling of panic you get when you've spent all night studying, get the exam right in front of you, and suddenly come to the realization that you have forgotten everything. I thought to myself, wow, I really wish I had paid more attention to the speaker at my own graduation. I could use a few of those ideas right about now. Well, that line of thought was obviously getting me nowhere. So I started talking about it with some of my friends. And one of them simply told me, for God's sake, Mark, just don't be boring. Well, thanks for the vote of confidence, but apparently she had heard me speak before, so probably good advice. So in an effort to not be boring, and because you're technically still students right now, I'm going to give you some homework. And here you thought you were done. It's a 2-part take-home assignment, so make sure you pay attention because there's going to be a pop quiz at your 50-year reunion. But before I get to that, I did manage to come up with just a couple of things to say. As I looked over the stacks of classic books that I have collected over the years, the works of Homer, William Shakespeare, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, George Orwell, and bonus points if any of you can name books by all of those guys, trying to come up with just some snippet of wisdom, some profound thought that I could share with you today, I came across a book that I hadn't thought about for a long time. It's quite a small book, actually, a short story, really, but it was written by someone who is quite arguably one of the 20th century's greatest intellects and most insightful philosophers of the human condition, Dr. Theodore Geisel. You probably all know him by his pen name, though, because he is simply but affectionately known by his band of devoted followers as Dr. Seuss. Shortly before he died in 1991, he wrote this story in standard Seussian rhyme and rhythm about his musings on life in general and its inevitable ups and downs. And I would like to share a slightly abridged version of that story with you this afternoon. It's called, "Oh, the Places You'll Go." Congratulations. Today is your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away. You have brains in your head. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself any direction you choose. You're on your own, and you know what you know. And you are the one who'll decide where to go. You'll look up and down streets, look them over with care. About some you will say, I don't choose to go there. With your head full of brains and your shoes full of feet, you're too smart to go down any not-so-good street. And you may not find any you'll want to go down. In that case, of course, you'll head straight out of town. Oh, the places you'll go. You'll be on your way up. You'll be seeing great sights. You'll join the high flyers who soar to high heights. You won't lag behind because you'll have the speed. You'll pass the whole gang, and you'll soon take the lead. Wherever you fly, you'll be the best of the best. Wherever you go, you will top all the rest. Except when you don't. Because sometimes you won't. I'm sorry to say so, but sadly it's true that bang-ups and hang-ups can happen to you. You'll get all hung up in a prickly perch, and your gang will fly on. You'll be left in the lurch. You'll come down from the lurch with an unpleasant bump, and chances are then that you'll be in a slump. And when you're in a slump, you're not in for much fun. Unslumping oneself is not easily done. You will come to a place where the streets are not marked. Some windows are lighted, but mostly they're darked. A place you could sprain both your elbow and chin. Do you dare to stay out? Do you dare to go in? How much can you lose? How much can you win? And if you go in, should you turn left or right? Or right and 3/4? Or maybe not quite? Or go around back and sneak in from behind? Simple it's not, I'm afraid you will find, for a mind maker-upper to make up his mind. But no, that's not for you. With banner flip-flapping, once more you'll ride high, ready for anything under the sky. Oh, the places you'll go, there is fun to be done. There are points to be scored. There are games to be won. Except when you don't, because sometimes you won't. I'm afraid sometimes you'll play lonely games too, games you can't win because you play against you. And when you're alone, there's a very good chance you'll meet things that scare you right out of your pants. But on you will go though the weather be foul. On you will go though your enemies prowl. On you will go though the hackin' cracks howl. Onward up many a frightening creek, though your arms may get sore and your sneakers may leak. On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. So be sure when you step with great care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never mix up your right foot with your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98 3/4% guaranteed. Kid, you'll move mountains. So be your name Buxbaum or Bixby or Bray or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea, you're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting. So get on your way. A good friend from North Carolina gave me that book when I finished graduate school back in 2003. Imagine that. There I was, 27 years old, having just finished 9 long years of college, studying advanced chemistry, Newtonian physics, quantum mechanics, and at the end of all of that, someone hands me a Dr. Seuss book. But you know what? Of all of the gifts that I have received over the years, I value that one the most. And even today, it sits on a place of honor on my bookshelf, right next to my doctoral dissertation and my quantum mechanics textbook. I keep it there to remind me that oftentimes the most important lessons in life are from way back when we were just starting out and learning how to read. How to say please and thank you, how to share and play well with others. And paste is not something that you should generally eat on a regular basis. And sometimes a nap in the middle of the day is a wonderful thing. Even for someone with a PhD in analytical chemistry, you are never too old or too smart to be reminded of those things with a generous helping of good old-fashioned Dr. Seuss logic. Plus, everything just makes more sense when you put it to rhyme. Today marks the culmination of 13 long years of preparation in the East Liverpool City school system. That's right, I said preparation, not education, because education implies that you already know everything that there is to know. And as I'm sure many of you have started to realize right now, once you leave today with that piece of paper in your hand, you haven't the foggiest idea of what you want to do with your life. Some of you might think that you know, but chances are that will change over the next few years, probably more than once. That's okay though, you don't have to know right now. Just outside, a whole new world of experiences awaits you. Things that today you may not even know exist or even think are possible, but they are. Because everyone seated up here and out there in the stands has walked with you along the way thus far, and all of them have been helping to prepare you for this moment, even when you didn't think you could do it. But you know what? I'm going to let you in on a little secret. Through all the work that it took to get here, no matter how many times you doubted that you would ever be able to survive until graduation, no one is more surprised that you are sitting right now where you are than your parents. Mine included. Not because they doubted our abilities or thought we didn't have it in us. Nah, they always knew we could do it. But because they remember when we weren't quite so sophisticated in the ways of the world and didn't know our right foot from our left. They remember the little boy who was a ring bearer in his cousin's wedding and started to pick his nose right in the middle of the ceremony and then proceeded to eat what he found. They remember the little girl that when no one was looking got into mommy's makeup bag and tried to make herself look pretty. and then screamed at the top of her lungs when they tried to wash the mess off. You see, whether we like it or not, they know that if it wasn't for them, natural selection would have played its part with us a long time ago. But they also saw amazing things too, like our reaction the first time we felt grass under our bare feet, or the first time we laughed at something we thought was funny. From the very moment we entered this world, they saw something in us. They knew that someday we would grow up to be someone important. I would grow up to be me, and you would grow up to be you. So they took it upon themselves to endure the trials of parenthood, to teach us everything that they thought we needed to know. And I'm sure they can tell us that some lessons were much more easily and quickly learned than others, especially when it came to bedtime and taking a bath. But we started to get older, and the lessons became more and more complex, and they found that they didn't always have the answers to all of our questions anymore. So they sent us off to school where we could be filled with knowledge and be taught to think great thoughts. Now I'm starting to hear some former teachers out there chuckling to themselves. I bet that if I got them all up here right now, and I'm just being rhetorical here so you can all just stay right where you're at, every one of them could come up with an example of something silly, goofy, or just plain stupid that I did when I was in his or her class. Hardly the sign of some great intellect that would one day be in charge of things. But they all stuck with us. Moms and dads, brothers and sisters, friends and family, teachers and mentors. And they helped to get us where we are today. So I'd like anybody that falls into any one of those categories, friends and family, moms and dads, brothers and sisters, teachers, to all stand up right now out there in the audience. Well, you didn't know this was going to be an aerobic ceremony, did you? Come on, everybody stand up. And I want you to give them a round of applause. You can all be seated now. Because they made a difference. And that brings me to the first part of your take-home assignment. You thought I was going to forget about that, didn't you? I bet that even without blinking an eye, you can think of many people that in some way made a difference in your life. Maybe they helped you out with a problem that was really difficult, or sparked an interest in a subject you found you would really like to learn more about. Or maybe they were just there for you when you needed them. It can be your mom, your dad, brother, sister, aunt, uncle, cousin, best friend, teacher, mentor, pastor, or even the lunch lady in the cafeteria. The point is, someone somewhere made a difference to you, so much so that you remember it. Now, what I want you to do by the end of today, if you can, or at very least by the end of this coming week, is to find that person or persons, whoever they are, and to thank them. Tell them that they made a difference in your life and you appreciate everything that they have done. That should be pretty simple, right? Now, I can't in good conscience give you an assignment like that without actually having done it myself. But unlike me, I don't want you to wait 16 years to do it. So what I'd like now is any of my former teachers that are sitting out there today to please stand up again. Wherever you are. I see lots of teachers all over the place. At one point in time, each of you played a very important part in my life. You taught me what I needed to know to succeed in your class, yes, but you also helped me to learn the lessons that I needed to survive, to succeed and survive in life. And part of who I am today is because of you. I'm sure that over the course of your teaching careers, you made a difference to a lot of students in the East Liverpool City School System. But I just wanted to let you know that most certainly you made a difference to me. Thank you. You know, sometimes people ask me why I decided to spend so much time in school. Why go after high school through 9 years of college to get my PhD? You know, I don't think I have one really good answer for that. Mostly, I just shrug my shoulders and say, well, it's just something I always wanted to do. Sometimes I think that I wanted to get an advanced degree so I could use my talents to help others, to make the world a better place by developing medicines to improve the quality of life for those that are sick. Other times, I think it was so I could get a good job and have the money to do all of the other things that I really wanted to do. That one's not quite so noble, is it? Kind of selfish. The truth is, it's probably a combination of all of those reasons, a balance between the selfish and the selfless. And again, just like Dr. Seuss said, that's what life is all about. A great balancing act. Balancing between doing what is best for you, because sometimes that's what you need to do, and doing what you can to help others, because sometimes that's what you should do to make a difference. Honestly, when I stop and think about it, you know why I really did it? It was for the hat. Pretty cool hat too, don't you think? Velvet with a little gold tassel. That's really the reason we do anything in life, isn't it? So that we can constantly add to our collection of hats. Just look at all the work you did to have the hat on that you're wearing today. I've worn a lot of different hats over the course of my life so far. Sometimes I wear the hat of a son and a grandson. Other times I wear the hat of a brother and an uncle. I've worn the hat of a student and of a teacher, of a stranger and of a friend. I've worn hats acting on stage and others while playing in the band. Some hats have climbed mountains. Other hats have never left my living room. I've worn the hat of a North Carolina Tar Heel. I've worn the hat of a Bowling Green Falcon. But of all the hats that I've worn in my life, the one that will always be a part of me is the hat of a potter. And yes, this is my original mortarboard and tassel. In the end, I'm simply just Mark from East End. Though many years and miles have passed and the white in the tassel has started to yellow with age, deep down I remember that this is where everything all began. Right here in this city, right here within these walls. And no matter where I go or what I do, the lessons I have learned from the people in this school and in this community will always be an integral part of who I am and my vision for the future. I am a potter, and oh, the places I can see. As all of you assemble here in this gymnasium, together as a class, and for the last time as students, you truly are ready to move the tassel and to exchange one of life's hats for another. You bring with you not only the sum of your own individual experiences and aspirations, but also the dreams and friendships that you have with one another, the bonds and shared memories that collectively make you the East Liverpool High School class of 2010. There has never been another class exactly like you, and there never will be again. Time marches on and everything changes. But you are the potters, and oh, the places you will go. And whether we've come from faraway places or just from down the street, for at least a few hours this afternoon, all of us gathered here today have one thing in common. We all wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. However, it is ultimately up to you to decide the path that you will take in life and how you choose to make a difference. And this brings me to the second and final part of your take-home assignment. Now, unlike the first assignment, this is not something that you will be able to complete today, or this month, or this year, or possibly even this decade. But I want you to always keep it in the back of your mind. I want you to not just go out, I want you to not just talk about the things that you want to do in life. I want you to go out and to actually do them. Work towards reaching your own goals, but also help others to reach theirs. Let everyone know that we are the potters, and we can and do make a difference in this community, in this state, in this nation, and in this world. We are the Potters from East Liverpool, Ohio, and oh, the places we have been. As I turn the microphone back over to Principal Cunningham for the presentation of awards and diplomas, from number 120 to number 136, I will leave you with an ancient farewell traditionally given to sailors about to embark on long and arduous voyages, oftentimes into the unknown, much like you are doing today. And because you have now gone through the rite of passage and agony of listening to your commencement speaker, I think I can now officially address you as graduates of East Liverpool High School, class of 2010. May the wind be always at your back. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thank you, Dr. Bradford. And I, as the high school principal, and I know as the student sitting in the audience today on the floor, recognize your message about being proud to be a Potter and going out and making your mark. So I appreciate that sentiment as well. This part of the ceremony is a privilege for me because we had senior assembly last Thursday, and I know some parents were able to attend, and I know with work schedules not everyone is, but I want to make sure that we recognize our graduates for some of the things that they've accomplished throughout the 4 years they've been here. Yesterday, 3 of our seniors participated in the district track meet and are moving on to next week to the regional track meet, and I wanted to recognize them because I know it just happened yesterday. So when I call your name, I want you to stand and let's applaud everybody after we get all 3. But we have 3 seniors moving on, which is Miss Maggie McIlvain, Jake Boyer, and Dan Thornberry. And yes, just because you're moving on and you don't have to come to school next week, Coach Thornberry and Coach Roberts cannot get out of school to practice early. The 2010 East Liverpool High School Alumni Association and Foundation Scholarship Committee has awarded our seniors with over $60,000 for them to use for their post-secondary education. And I think it's important that, as we did in senior assembly, make sure we understand where that opportunity comes from. So I apologize, but I want to read so I don't miss anything that's important, as I usually do, about the history of where this money comes from. It's to preserve the past and ensure the future. The East Liverpool High School Alumni Association and the City School Foundations were formed in 1986 with 2 purposes in mind. The first purpose was to restore the central school clock tower to its original location. And the second was to enhance the development of the scholarship fund for worthy East Liverpool High School graduates. Harry Martin from the class of 1940 and the principal of the former Martin Funeral Home served as the initial president of that board until his death in 1997. Under his leadership, along with that of former superintendent in class of 67, Tom Ash, the fund became successful. From there, Mr. Frank Dawson, who's the class of 1952, and former president or future, Frank's never retired, I don't think, of the Dawson Funeral Home, pursued the concept of organizing the Alumni Association. He served as president from its beginning and then retired from that post in '98. A massive fundraising campaign was launched under the leadership of Coach Lou Holtz, who was a graduate of 1954, and by 1992, the clock tower was completed and dedicated at the all-school reunion. By that time, the scholarship fund had begun to take its wings. Contributions to that come in various different ways, but gifts in support of the Alumni Association and School and Cities Foundation take three forms: monthly gifts, outright gifts in the form of memorials, and what we talk about today, endowing gifts. In endowments, beginning with the gift of the original Central School site, from the Glass Molders and Pottery Union, more than $4 million have been raised to construct the clock tower where it stands. Although the range of giving these funds originally came in various amounts, the present policy calls for a minimum of $15,000 to establish an endowment. As you all know, the City of East Liverpool and our local school system has been hit hard by deteriorating economic base, and especially since the 1980s, with Crucible Steel closing its doors and a few of our potteries. So the formation of the Alumni Center and the fund have served as a positive example of what can be accomplished to overcome adversity when people work together in a positive way. The tower project also served as an inspiration for the creation of the foundations. The importance of education has always been the primary concern of our organizing founders, and the fund annually produces over $40,000 in scholarship to our deserving seniors, and as I said earlier, this year's seniors amount is over $60,000. So this information is provided to you to recognize those individuals who have given their time, their treasure, and their talent to achieve so much. The Foundation Fund and the completion of the clock tower serves as a source of pride for this community. The following is a salute to both the benefactors and the beneficiaries of our Alumni Association and City School Funds. Students, when I read your name, please stand, and then you guys can clap for each individual one. The East Liverpool High School Alumni Association Scholarship is one scholarship for $550. This year's recipient is Andrea Kuhn. The East Liverpool City Schools Foundation Fund Scholarship for $550, this year's recipient, Catherine Kiger. The class of 1952, the Frank C. Dawson Scholarship for $800, Fred Lowe. The Ralph L. Hutchison Memorial Scholarship for $900, Mackenzie Davis. The John Miller Memorial Scholarship for $700, Jessica Coyle. The Lou Holt Sherman Williams Scholarship for $300, Matthew English. The East Liverpool Rotary Scholarship for $300, Marissa Davis. The Andy Petrick Scholarship for $300, John Auer. The Matt Salisbury Memorial Scholarship for $400, Vincent Hours. The William O'Neill Trust Scholarship for $300, Jordan Atkins. The Sarah and Ashley DeRosso Scholarship for $1,000, Dustin Berkheimer. The Helen Clendini Yanni Scholarship for $300, Chelsea Smith. The Barbara Dish Memorial Scholarship, we have two recipients, two for $700, Jennifer Orico and Preston Foster. The Marie P. Graham Memorial Scholarship for $300, Fred Lowe. The Eric Long Scholarship for $600, we have two recipients, Maggie McIlvain and Dan Thornberry. The Pottertown Foundation Scholarship for $300, Courtney Wyan. The Fraser Dreer Memorial Scholarship for $400, Michael Blankenship. The Richard F. Crable Memorial Scholarship for $300, Ridge Tomaselli. The Potter's Pride Scholarship, we have 2 recipients, each for $850, Nicole Pusey and Catherine Boley. The Midland United Steelworkers Union Scholarship for $550, London Lavelle. The Frank Moss Robert McNay Scholarship for $800, Robbie Rao. The Musia Harker Scholarship for $450, Amber Strezzi. The Joseph M. Wells Jr. Scholarship for $1,000, Dan Thornberry. The Harry H.B. Spoor Scholarship for $525, Brandon Bizidlo. The Dan Aldridge Memorial Scholarship for $400, Christopher Tagenhorst. The Eva J. Beaver, Raymond A. Beaver, Raymond D. Beaver, and Alvin R. Jacobs Scholarship for $300, Ashley Davis. The Emily Bickerton Memorial Scholarship for $300, Jocelyn Walmsley. The Paul H. Blair Scholarship for $350, Justina Tenney. The Bill Booth, Richard Booth Memorial Award for $400, Jordan Williams. The Class of 1951 Scholarship for $400, Christopher Hornbeck. The Anna Tikonovich Holtz Scholarship for $350, Whitney Winters. The Corporal Tyler Butler Veterans Memorial Award for $500, Rob Rao. The Amanda DeSaro Memorial Scholarship for $600, Jamie McDougall. The Nellie Kaufman Hare Memorial Scholarship for $400, Zach Cowan. The Charles Ingleton Scholarship for $300, Katie Parr. The Gladys DeBolt $300 Scholarship, Jordan Atkins. Dr. Edith Gilmore Miller Scholarship for $300, Kamisha Perry. The Wayne F. White Linda Thayer Memorial Scholarship for $250, Zach Boyd. The Creefer Family Memorial Scholarship for $500, Katie Parr. The Ray Trevelyan Scholarship for $500, Nathan Boyd. The William Daniel Southall Memorial Scholarship for $500, Quentin Steele. The Ralph Betts Memorial Scholarship for $100, Ridge Tomaselli. The Richard H. Jordan Scholarship for $300, Ashley Davis. The David H. Miller Memorial Scholarship for $300, Jessica Coyle. And our second Paul H. Blair Scholarship for $200, Ashley Sinkbell. The following scholarship is our Metz Harper Memorial Scholarship this year. We have 17 recipients, each one receiving $1,600 over 2 years. Please hold your applause until I announce all 17. Jordan Atkins, Matthew English, Jamie McDougall, Jocelyn Walmsley, Rob Rao, Courtney Wyan, Zach Cowan, Vincent Hours, Maggie McIlvain, Ridge Tomaselli, Ashley Davis, Dustin Berkheimer, Whitney Winters, Marissa Davis, Chelsea Smith, John Auer, and Quentin Steele. We have 2 Laura Vaudry Memorial Scholarships, again, $1,600 over 2 years. Those 2 recipients, Jennifer Arico and Chris Tagenhorst. We have the Lou Holtz Upper Ohio Valley Hall of Fame Vocational Scholarship. This scholarship is for $2,000 over 2 years. The 2 recipients for this year, London Lavelle and Sarah Frischtick. The Francis C. O'Hanlon Foundation Scholarship. This scholarship is for $5,000, and this year's recipient is Cody Anderson. Parents and friends, if you'd like to see our list of awards from Senior Assembly, if you go to the high school website, we do have a PDF file that lists all awards that were given out, so if you'd like a copy of that, you can go to the website and print that out. Our next honorees are our Kiwanis Scholars for the year, and I'd like you to stand, and we will have your parents stand as well when I call your name. The September Kiwanis Scholar was Mr. Jordan Atkins. The October Scholar, Margaret McIlvain. The November Scholar, Dustin Berkheimer. December, Matthew English. The January Scholar, Ashley Davis. February, Ridge Tomaselli. March, Rob Rao. April, Jordan Williams. And May, Christopher Tagenhorst. Congratulations. We're now going to recognize the top 10 for the 2010 class. I'd like you to stand. Students and parents, would you please stand as well? In 10th place, or in 10th position for the class of 2010, with a grade point average of 3.7440, is Tiffany Merriman. She's the daughter of Robert and Robert Merriman of Campground Road. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Booster Club, and Band. She plans to attend The Ohio State University in the fall, majoring in early childhood education. Tiffany Merriman. In 9th position in the class of 2010, with a grade point average of 3.7450, is Abigail Wooster. Abigail is the daughter of Catherine Wooster of Windsor Drive. She's a member of the National Honor Society as well as the Career Tech National Honor Society. And she is a member of the Pete Nursing Club. She plans to attend Kent State University East Liverpool campus in the fall to begin the nursing program with an emphasis in surgical technology. Abby Wooster. We have two students in 8th position, and the first student in 8th position for this class of 2010 with a grade point average of 3.7870 is Chelsea Smith. Chelsea is the daughter of Todd and Wendy Smith of Ansley Road. She's a member of the National Honor Society, Band, and Student Senate. She was named a Buckeye Girls State alternate during her junior year. She's a member of the soccer and track team. She plans to attend West Liberty University, majoring in forensic science. Chelsea Smith. Also in 8th position for the class of 2010, with a grade point average of 3.7870, is Bobby McDowell II. He is the son of Bobby and Tammy McDowell of Alpha Street. Bobby's a member of the National Honor Society and the National Career Tech Honor Society. He has participated in the wrestling program and does landscaping part-time. He will be serving his country in the Army after graduation. Bobby McDowell II. In 7th position in the class of 2010 with a grade point average of 3.8050 is Whitney Winters. Whitney is the daughter of Harry and Susan Winters of Moore Street. She's a member of the National Honor Society, choir, and yearbook. Whitney is involved in her church Bible quizzing program and has received numerous awards. This fall, she will attend Pittsburgh Technical Institute, majoring in business accounting. Whitney Winters. We have two students that are tied in their 6th position. The first student in the 6th position with a class of 2010 with a grade point average of 3.830 is Courtney Wyan. Courtney is the daughter of Tracy Marshall of Maple Street and John Wyan. She's a member of the National Honor Society as well as the National Career Tech Honor Society. She's been involved in track, cross country, and cheerleading. This fall, she will attend Youngstown State University, majoring in forensic science. Courtney Wyan. Also in 6th position with the class of 2010, with a grade point average of 3.830 is Ashley Chisholm. Ashley is the daughter of Brian and Paula Chisholm of Meadow Road. She's a member of the National Honor Society and the National Career Tech Honor Society. She participates in cheerleading and is a member of the African American Club. She will attend Kent State University this fall, pursuing a major in nursing. Ashley Chisholm. We also have two students in the 5th position. The first student in the 5th position of the class of 2010 with a grade point average of 3.8370 is Harry Rob Rao. Rob is the son of Phil and Julie Rao of Davis Drive. He's a member of the National Honor Society, the Outdoor Adventure Club, and PNN. He was an alternate to Buckeye Boys State, played football all 4 years, and served as captain of the football team this past year. Rob was a Kiwanis Scholar for the month of March and was a recipient of the Tyler Butler Memorial Award. He will attend West Liberty University this fall, pursuing a career in nursing physician's assistant. Rob Rao. Also in 5th position with the class of 2010 with a grade point average of 3.8370 is Marissa Davis. Marissa is the daughter of Beth and Ted Puritan of Globe Street and Charles Davis. Marissa is the member of the National Honor Society, the Outdoor Adventure Club, marching band, pep band, and concert band. She played soccer and participates in Taekwondo. Marissa will attend Teal College this fall, pursuing a degree in pre-veterinary medicine. Marissa Davis. In fourth position with the class of 2010 with a GPA of 3.9510 is Jocelyn Walmsley. She is the daughter of Beth and Steve Schaefer of Garner Avenue and Mike Walmsley. She's a member of the National Honor Society, the Pep Band, Marching Band, Concert Band, and the Outdoor Adventure Club. She will attend Geneva College this fall, majoring in biology, pre-medicine. Jocelyn Walmsley. In third position for the class of 2010, with a grade point average of 3.9770, is Dustin Berkheimer. Dustin is the son of Eric and Jennifer Berkheimer of Eteria Street. He participated in the post-secondary program. He's a member of the National Honor Society and was a recipient of the Rotary Youth Leadership Award, as well as the George Eastman Good Citizen Award. He was a Kiwanis Scholar for the month of November and plans to attend Ohio State University this fall, majoring in biology, medical science. Dustin Berkheimer. In second position, and named salutatorian of the class of 2010, with a grade point average of 3.9790, is Jamie McDougall. Jamie is the daughter of Mike and Melinda McDougall of Allison Street. She's a member of the National Honor Society, the Outdoor Adventure Club, the Booster Club, and played varsity soccer. She will attend Bethany College this fall, pursuing a major in psychology. Jamie McDougall. We have 4 valedictorians of this year's class. In first position and named valedictorian for the class of 2010, with a grade point average of 4.00, is Ridge Tomaselli. Ridge is the son of Anthony and Lori Tomaselli of Forest Hill Drive. He's a member of the National Honor Society, as well as being named the Kiwanis Scholar for the month of February. He's played varsity golf and participated in our post-secondary program. Ridge plans to attend Kent State University main campus this fall, where he will be majoring in business accounting. Ridge Tomaselli. Also in first position and named valedictorian for the class of 2010, with a grade point average of 4.00, is Matthew English. Matt is the son of Mary and Mark English of Lau Street. Matt's a member of the National Honor Society, the Outdoor Adventure Club, and has participated in the post-secondary program. He has played varsity soccer, varsity tennis, and was named Buckeye Boys State alternate. He was recently cast as the Scarecrow in this year's production of The Wizard of Oz, and he was also named the Kiwanis Scholar for the month of December. Matt was recognized at the Heads Above the Rest reception recently as one of the 18 seniors in the county to score in the 99th percentile on the ACT college entrance exam. This fall, Matt will attend Youngstown State University on a full scholarship, pursuing a major in engineering. Matthew English. Also in first position and named valedictorian for the class of 2010, with a grade point average of 4.00 is Ashley Davis. Ashley is the daughter of Paul and Lori Davis of Forsyth Place. She's a member of the National Honor Society, the Concert Choir, the Renaissance Choir, the Harmonettes, and the Outdoor Adventure Club. She was selected as the Rotary Youth Leader during her junior year and was named a Kiwanis Scholar for the month of January. In her spare time, she maintains her black belt in Taekwondo. This fall, Ashley will attend Teal College pursuing a degree in pre-veterinary medicine. Ashley Davis. In first position in name valedictorian in the class of 2010 with a grade point average of 4.00 is Jordan Atkins. Jordan is the son of Dale and Beth Atkins of Strata Road. He's a member of the National Honor Society, Potter News Network, College Bowl, and the Potter Olympics. He has played varsity basketball and baseball, serving as captain this year. He is the senior class secretary and was recognized as the Kiwanis Scholar for the month of September. He is the recipient of the Comcast Young Leader Award and will attend Ohio Northern University, majoring in pharmacy. Jordan Atkins. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2010 Top 10. Okay, guys, sit down. Now's the moment we've been waiting for. Parents, relatives, and friends, since they have fulfilled all the requirements to graduate, it is now my distinct honor to present the 136th graduating class of East Liverpool High School. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2010. Haley Nicole DeSaro. Andrea Catherine Koftis. Amber Lee Whitaker. Brittany Lynn Whitaker. Madison Leanne Greathouse. Ashley Nicole Chisholm. London Renee Lavelle. Kristen K. Smith. Austin Lee Powell. Ryan Scott Lockhart Milan. Anthony Laquan Anderson. Justin Daniel Evans. Brandon Michael Bazidlo. Preston Darnell Foster. Jordan William Atkins. Joseph Rocco Zarillo. I like saying Rocco. Joseph knows that. Chelsea Kathleen Smith. Jennifer Nicole Stahl. Abigail Lee Wooster. Allie Nicole Weimer. Erin Nicole Blankenship Kinsvater. Melissa Renee Davis. Frances Abigail Ring. Tiffany Ann Ward. Nicholas Jean Atkins. Randy Lee Smith. Thayer Russell Post Ablulari. Justin Glenn Kendall. Stephen Michael Good. Monty Quinn Gonzalez, Jr. Nathan Charles Brereton. Vincent Gerald Ours. Concetta Caroline Francic. Rose Nicole Sailing. Amber Dawn Streezy. Emily Christine Williams. Denise Marie Anderson. Sarah Marie Fristick. Renee Ann Green. Jennifer Letitia Orico. Ridge Anthony Tomaselli. Tyler Jeffrey Ware. Sean Michael Quarterman. Gregory Allen Munoz. Devin James Miller. Dustin Robert Green. Michael Allen Buhite. David Michael Bennett. Constance Renee Polino. Jody Elizabeth Quinby. Taylor Michelle Watson. Courtney Nicole Wyan. Jessica Lynn Coyle. Jessica Lynn Hazlett. Andrea Marie Kuhn. Ashley Elaine Davis. Brock Alexander Dre. John Michael Auer. Harry Robert Rao. Dylan George Jones. Josh Richard Ingram. Dustin Ray Berkheimer. Anthony Wayne Hours. Larry Bruce Marshall. Sabrina Maria Petticord. Nicole Marie Pusey. Barry Badral Rones.